Good evening, everyone. This is about bringing tax efficiency through corporate structure. And we have our subject expert, Mr. Anand Sangvi, for illuminating us on this subject. Anand is managing and founding partner of Wallsurf Advisors. He heads the team of financial analysts for financial valuation, transaction structuring, and business development. Anand has more than 10 years of experience in merger and acquisitions and valuations of companies. Anand, a very warm welcome in this unique webinar.
Thank you, Shrikant.
So, Anand, traditionally, sole proprietorship. So, जब भी किसी ने धंधा शुरू किया, so we have seen proprietorship is a very simple and convenient form of business. But recently, I have noticed a complete different shift that people who are having the proprietorship are shifting towards either LLP or private limited companies. In my debt advisory business, I had seen this rising trends. So, can you explain, Anand, what are the reasons behind this a big shift from proprietorship to private limited companies or LLPs?
Shrikant, you rightly said that. I mean, जब business और धंधा start करते तब अपना focus केवल and केवल top line और turnover पर रहता है, and promoters do not want to get themselves involved in the complete complexity of the compliances and all that. So every time जब कोई नया business start होता है तो I mean they may start it either as a proprietorship or as a partnership. So just try and understand. I mean there are different forms of business organization, as we all know that सालों से हम लोग proprietorship, partnership, HUF ये सब forms of organization जब business चलाते आए हैं. This corporate structure is there in existence since last almost 15 years, and now people has at least started thinking about initiating their new business with a private limited company. Now, whatever forms of business organization, Shrikant, that we select has its own implications in a way that their legal structure and is different. Their limitations to the liability is different. Their cost of incorporation is different. Their flexibility is different. So, say for example, अगर मैं proprietorship की बात करूँ तो there is no governing statute for the same. Whereas अगर मैं LLP और private limited की बात करूँ तो ROC is there, Ministry of Corporate Affairs is there. Then in that case, अगर मैं proprietorship की बात करूँ तो liability is not limited. I mean, people can go to the extent of proprietors' own assets when it comes to the repayment of the debt. जब मैं LLP या तो private limited की बात करूँ तो both are different entities. I mean, owners are different and entity itself is a different entity. So there are a lot of differences. Based on the size of the businesses, generally मैंने देखा है कि promoters decide करते हैं कि वे कौन सा structure select करना चाहिए, and whatever structure that we select, it has its impact on everything like operations of day-to-day activities, taxability of the income, legal compliances, and most important is one's ability to raise funds, growth and expansion plan. Like say for example, I would like to share some screenshot that why people have now started thinking about going to a private limited structure is because of so अगर आप देखोगे तो I have bifurcated into three parts. One is a sole proprietorship, private limited and LLP. अगर हम tax rates की केवल tax rates की बात करें और अगर हमारा taxable profit 50 lakh से लेकर 5 crore तक का है, the rates are different. The below table says that for a sole proprietorship, tax rate starts with 31.2% and ended up at 42.74%. And for company and LLP, for company it's a stable 25.17%, whereas in case of LLP, it starts with 31, it ends up with 35%. At the same time, अगर कोई नई company start करते हैं for a new manufacturing operation, the rates quoted is as low as 17.7%. Now, what happens, is that like this table clearly indicates that these are the savings. अगर मैं company और LLP और company और sole proprietorship के differences की बात करूँ tax saving की, with a taxable income of same 50 lakhs to 5 CR, the savings are in the range of, मैं अभी आगे की savings की बात ही नहीं कर रहा हूँ. Initial till 50 lakhs, the saving is 2.75 lakhs. Now, against that, people are scared of that in private limited company and in corporate structure there are a lot of compliances and a lot of nitty-gritties are there, so generally they are hesitant to go with a private limited company. But अगेंस्ट सेविंग्स ऑफ 2.75 lakhs, अगर कॉर्पोरेट कंप्लायंस श्रीकांत कितने में होता है? 15,000 20,000 रुपए. So against a saving of 2.75 lakhs, if we can expense out 15-20,000, there's a good amount of savings. At the same time, this Taxation Laws Amendment Act that brought significant difference in this effective tax rate when we compare it with partnership firm and vis-a-vis private limited company. And that is one of the reasons that people have now started thinking about transferring their business from their existing proprietorship or partnership to a private limited company, along with, of course, other reasons that we need to take care.
Anand, I completely buy your point when you say the benefit of tax difference from the private limited company to sole proprietorship. But Anand, as you rightly mentioned, there are in private limited companies, the company is a different legal entity, the promoters are different legal entity. When you talk about sole proprietorship, it's a promoter entity, it's a single entity. Therefore, in private limited company, there is an additional tax burden. आप दो लेयर पे टैक्स पे करते हो. आप कंपनी जब रहती है तो कंपनी भी टैक्स पे करती है, और जब whenever you are talking about withdrawal of profits, then also you are paying taxes on that. अगर आप उन दोनों को जोड़ते हो, if you add it up, then you'll find it will be more costly affair than a proprietorship. So how would we tackle that?
I was expecting this question, Shrikant. So basically आप in nutshell simply ये जानना चाहते हो कि यार आनंद, पार्टनरशिप फर्म और एलएलपी में तो प्रॉफिट डिस्ट्रीब्यूट होता है, उस टाइम पे कोई टैक्स नहीं लगता है. वेरिन अगर मैं प्राइवेट लिमिटेड कंपनी में अगर प्रॉफिट डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करता हूं तो वहां पे टैक्स लगता है. पहले तो डिविडेंड डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन टैक्स था, अभी वो निकाल दिया है, बट एटलीस्ट शेयर होल्डर्स जब रिसीव करेंगे तब टैक्स लगता है. So Samir, I would like to say that in private limited company also, I mean, it is majorly comprised of family members and founders. There are 2-3 members are there generally. Requirement क्या होता है अपना? There could be two requirement. One is a withdrawal for household purposes and second could be investment purposes. अभी अगर मैं household purposes की बात करता हूं तो there is a provision under Companies Act to withdraw funds in the form of director remuneration, similar to partners remuneration. Now for a company with a good turnover and adequate profit, Companies Act में कोई लिमिट नहीं है कि आप पार्टनर्स डायरेक्टर्स रेम्यूनरेशन कितना. So first thing, there is no need other ways and means. Through some professional guidance, you can definitely plan your withdrawal from the company. At the same time, Shrikant, you have been a banking veteran. आपको पता है कि अगर मेरी बैलेंस शीट में एज अ कंपनी में इन्वेस्टमेंट करूंगा तो आप मुझे बोलेंगे कि यार आनंद भाई आपकी बैलेंस शीट की स्ट्रेंथ अच्छी है, बिकॉज योर नेटवर्थ विल बी ऑन अ हायर साइड. तो अगर मैं इन्वेस्टमेंट इंडिविजुअल कैपेसिटी से प्लान करूं, इससे बेटर है कि मैं कंपनी से प्लान करूं. So if we can address these 2 points through some professional guidance, then I don't think so that there should be any hesitance in going back to the partnership and not going back to the corporate. I mean, this query can be addressed very well within the purview of the law. That's what my submission is.
Okay, so I think we should have tax planning whenever we are talking about private limited companies. So we should have a tax planning, maybe in the form of director remuneration, so that we can enjoy the preferential tax treatment from the private limited company.
Correct.
Anand, I strongly believe, as you rightly said, you were showing that your presentation, your slide. तो आपने ये बताया कि 50 लाख रुपए तक का अगर कोई बिजनेस में इनकम कर रहा है, then there is a different tax. उसके ऊपर कर रहा है, then there is a different tax. But whenever somebody is starting a new business or a micro level business, जहाँ पे कोई बहुत बड़े प्रॉफिट की बात नहीं होती, it's just a small business which is most important. So my question to you is, when a proprietor, when a businessman should think, क्योंकि growth सबको चाहिए. It's very simple. Even a smaller, a new business person also want to grow. So with the growth aspiration in their mind, when should a proprietor need to think from shifting from proprietorship to private limited companies? Because initially, I'm sure the proprietorship they would follow, but over the period of time, when they should start thinking on changing from proprietorship to private limited companies.
So Shrikant, जैसे पहले डिस्कस किया, I mean, absolutely fine to start with either proprietorship or partnership. जैसे जैसे बिजनेस ग्रो करते जाता है, डिपेंडिंग ऑन द नीड्स, आई मीन से फॉर एग्जांपल अगर प्रोप्राइटरशिप और पार्टनरशिप डज हैव अ गुड बैंकिंग फैसिलिटी एंड आप उनके लिए से फॉर एग्जांपल डेट सिंडिकेशन का काम करते हो, बैंकिंग में लाइजनिंग एंड रिलेशनशिप आपको आप मेंटेन करते हो, अभी अगर बैंकर आपको बोलता है कि यार श्रीकांत बैलेंस शीट की साइज अच्छी है, ग्रोथ भी अच्छा है, आपको पैसे भी ज्यादा चाहिए, तो यार जस्ट ट्राई एंड कन्वर्ट योर क्लाइंट्स बिजनेस एंटिटी फ्रॉम दिस वन टू एटलीस्ट अ प्राइवेट लिमिटेड कंपनी, या तो फिर एलएलपी करो. At that point of time, we can definitely start thinking about converting or transferring your business from the existing structure of proprietorship or partnership to private limited. Now, there are a couple of options available. I mean, you can either convert your private limited or partnership firm into a private limited company by way of following certain rules and procedures as guided in the Companies Act, or else you can have a business transfer agreement जहां पे आपकी पूरी history of the existing entity can be transferred with tax efficient manner to a private limited company. So again, with some professional guidance that can be planned. So you can start with proprietorship, partnership, and then depending on the need, like say for example, अगर आपको equity fund raise करना है, debt नहीं करना है, but investors श्रीकांत तभी आएंगे जब investors को confidence होगा कंपनी के corporate governance पे या तो कंपनी के compliances पे. So at that point of time, they may force you that कि आपको मैं इन्वेस्टमेंट तो करूंगा बट हैव आइदर एलएलपी और प्राइवेट लिमिटेड कंपनी एंड नॉट प्रोप्राइटरशिप और पार्टनरशिप. और सेकंड एग्जांपल, अगर आप जैसे मीना राइटली सेड दैट एक्सपोर्ट्स एंड आउटसाइड इंडिया इंटरनेशनल मार्केट्स अभी आगे जाके बहुत होने वाला है, so there can be a possibility of potential joint venture, there can be a possibility of potential tie up, there can be a possibility of potential collaborations on the technical side. At that point of time, internationally all the players will expect कि यार आपका जो form of organization है that should be a corporate. So at that point of time, one can at least start thinking about migrating their business from the existing proprietorship or partnership to a private limited company.
Okay, great, Anand. But still, there is some sort of issue related to Companies Act 2013. जब भी हम private limited की बात करते हैं with various business owners, they always talk about this particular their own shareholders fund or directors fund. There are restrictions which Companies Act 2030 talks about. And you know that, and specifically this is pretty relevant in this current situation of corona, that you need funds on a very this thing, your customers might not be able to give you on time, your bankers may have some reluctancy to fund you for further business. So ultimately you bring your own money to survive in the business and to have a growth in your business. So how should one tackle this issue? Because if there are restrictions to put your own money, how would somebody put their own money into the business? So how somebody should sort out this issue?
So Shrikant, basically you wanted to understand then ki there is a discussion ongoing in the market, and there is a myth also that कि यार private limited में साला पैसे लाना और पैसे वापस ले जाना is a tricky matter. Yes. And especially अगर मैं construction company या real estate company की बात करूँ जहाँ पे कभी भी funds की जरूरत पड़ सकती है, कभी भी लाना पड़ सकता है, कभी भी वापस ले जाना. So in that particular case also in Companies Act there are some provisions की जहाँ पे लिखा हुआ है कि from relatives and friends you can have borrow the funds in a member capacity as a shareholder, and you can give it back to the company and introduce that fund as a shareholder's loan. Now there are certain cap limits available which is aligned with the company's share capital and reserves and surplus, but eventually I mean Shrikant, जैसे जैसे कंपनी ग्रो करती जाती है वैसे वैसे रिजर्व्स एंड सरप्लस बढ़ता जाता है, तो वैसे वैसे बोरोइंग कैपेसिटी भी आपकी बढ़ती जाती है. लाइक से फॉर एग्जांपल इन अ पार्टनरशिप फर्म अगर कोई एलएलपी फॉर्मेट में अगर कोई कंस्ट्रक्शन कंपनी वर्कआउट करती है, आई वाज अटेंडिंग वन केस कि जहां पे they wanted to go to private limited, but this was the panic area. यार आनंद मुझे कभी भी पैसे लाने हैं तो क्या करूंगा, पैसे ले जाने हैं तो क्या करूंगा. So at the time of conversion of partnership into private limited, श्रीकांत आपको पता होगा कि there are two types of capital, one is a fixed capital, another one is a floating capital. So what we can plan is that कि वो floating capital को हम लोग directors loan में convert कर सकते हैं, उतना कुशन आपको दे सकते हैं, and at that point of time आगे जाके जब भी पैसे की जरूरत पड़ती है you can bring that money out from the business, you can at any point of time introduce that money back to the business. Directors loan लेकर आए तो कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. At the same time अगर वही लोन relatives और friends से भी आती है through some professional guidance so that at least हम लोग कोई sections को breach ना करें, that can also be easily planned. So this is an issue that can be addressed. It is not the case that it cannot be addressed, but because of this issue one should not think that I cannot migrate to a private limited company structure. That's what my subject.
Okay. So Anand, I completely buy your point when you say that there are some provisions wherein the companies can get funds from their own sources like shareholders fund, directors fund.
Correct.
So definitely we should keep in our mind. So Anand, before we wind up with your topic, would you like to share any live case studies wherein somebody from partnership firm or proprietorship firm have shifted to private limited, and along with that, what kind of benefits people get when they shift from proprietorship to private limited companies?
Sure, Sikand. I can think of one case study and one very relevant as well as interesting. I mean, I was addressing to a company based out of Mumbai. So it was a partnership firm. Shrikant, आप आपने श्रीकांत पार्टनरशिप फर्म में मैक्सिमम टर्नओवर कितना देखा है श्रीकांत इन योर करियर ऑफ लास्ट 10 to 12 years, 15 years?
I have seen about say 500, 400, 500 crores. I can recollect.
So Shrikant, this company has a turnover of about 750 crores.
Oh.
And this company does have a bank facility of about 95 crores from 7 different banks and NBFCs. अभी आप सोचो एज अ बैंकिंग वेटरन, बैंक्स ने अब तक कैसे इसको बेयर किया होगा कि भाई पार्टनरशिप फर्म में 95 करोड़ का फंडिंग. सो दिस गाइज वर बीइंग चेस्ड बाय द बैंक्स कि यार आप कंपनी स्ट्रक्चर में चले जाओ, हमें हेड ऑफिस से कॉन्स्टेंटली क्वेरीज आ रही है, बट दिस गाइज वर नॉट एबल टू मूव बैक टू द कॉर्पोरेट स्ट्रक्चर बिकॉज ऑफ सम रीजंस. लाइक से फॉर एग्जांपल इतना बड़ा टर्नओवर था तो इन लोगों का 15 स्टेट में जीएसटीएन के रजिस्ट्रेशन थे, 10 बैंक से एनओसी लेना पड़ता, बहुत सारे स्टेक होल्डर्स, डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर्स एंड कस्टमर्स वर देयर इन प्लेस फ्रॉम अक्रॉस द स्टेट्स. अभी से फॉर एग्जांपल अगर मैं नया कंपनी करता हूं तो एटलीस्ट टाइम तो लगता है, इनकॉर्पोरेशन में 10 दिन लगता है, पैन नंबर, टैन नंबर, जीएसटी नंबर, एवरी बैंक अकाउंट, ये सब चीजों में बिजनेस अफेक्ट होता है. एंड एनी ऑफ द बिजनेसमैन, आई मीन नन ऑफ द बिजनेसमैन वुड रियली एक्सेप्ट कि भाई यार मैं करना तो चाहता हूँ कॉर्पोरेट स्ट्रक्चर, बट मेरा धंधा अफेक्ट हो उस तरीके से नहीं करना चाहता हूँ. सो व्हाट वी सजेस्ट देम इज दैट कि यार लेट अस हैव अ कंपनी इन प्लेस. आप पार्टनरशिप फर्म में धंधा कंटिन्यू करो, कंपनी इनकॉर्पोरेट कर लो, सभी मैंडेटरी रजिस्ट्रेशंस आप ले लो, उसके बाद सभी बैंक्स और एनबीएफसी से आप एनओसी ले लो, ऑल जो भी नेसेसिटी है बिजनेस कंडक्ट करने के लिए वो सब आप कंक्लूड कर लो. उसके बाद हम लोगों ने पार्टनरशिप फर्म से एक बिजनेस ट्रांसफर एग्रीमेंट बनवाया प्राइवेट लिमिटेड को, और वहां पे क्लियर कट लिखा था कि ये बिजनेस ट्रांसफर एग्रीमेंट तभी एग्जीक्यूट होगा जब ऑल नेसेसरी कंडीशंस ऑफ रनिंग दिस बिजनेस गेट्स अचीव्ड. और जैसे ही वो अचीव हो जाता है, promoters can start running their business under the tag name of private limited company. Now these guys were facing the challenge because of all these issues, and now all those issues get sorted out. At the same time, why promoters were keen for private limited structure? Just श्रीकांत, हमने उनका फाइनेंशियल ईयर 18-19 का पीएनएल देखा था, और अगर टर्नओवर और प्रॉफिट पे अगर हम लोग प्राइवेट लिमिटेड के टैक्स रेट्स अप्लाई करते, इफेक्टिव टैक्स रेट, द सेविंग वाज अबाउट 1.37 CR. Shrikant, I mean, this savings can bring a lot of value additions, and I mean, it can help promoters and businessmen to grow their businesses like anything. So I mean, yeah. So that's what the life case, what I can share with all of you guys.
Anand, that was a fabulous example which you just said. Now I can clearly understand the reasons of growing trend in corporate structure of businesses.
Thank you,
and I'm sure after listening to you, at least some proprietorship firm would definitely start thinking to convert their business into the private limited company.
Thank you so much.
Thank you again.